Would the state call its next witness, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Donald Blanton.
Mr. Blanton, if you will face the clerk and raise your right hand to be sworn, please, sir.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony that you give will be the truth and the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a seat, and I'll ask you to pull your chair up so you can speak right into the microphone.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to ask you to state your name and then spell it for the court reporter, please.
Donald Blanton, D-O-N-A-L-D-B-L-A-N-T-O-N.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Morning.
Yes, sir.
Could you please introduce yourself to the jury?
I'm Donald Blanton. I'm the Assistant Fire Chief for Baker County Fire Rescue.
How long have you worked with Baker County Fire Rescue?
This January will be 3 years.
And can you please tell the jury your training and experience in fire rescue?
I've been in the business just short of 35 years. Started in the business in 1989. Most recently, I retired 3 years ago as battalion chief of the city of Jacksonville, oversaw the western side of Duval County, and then came here after retirement, and I've been working for Baker County for the last 3 years.
In the course of your duties, did you or have you had the occasion to work with instrumentation that measures the heat of an area or a fire?
Yes, sir. In the late 90s, we started using equipment called thermal imaging, and it's a thermal imaging camera. And I've been using one ever since. It's part of our business, and it's mainly used in firefighting, when you discover everything from heat signatures of all kinds. But it's a very scientific piece of equipment that military developed, and we've been using it in our sector ever since.
And you've had training in using this equipment?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you used it frequently in your occupation?
Yeah, I would say it probably gets used at every structure fire that I've been involved in for the last 25 years.
I want to take you back to July 19th of 2023. On that day, did you respond to 4596 Estate Street here in McClenny?
Yes, sir.
Why did you do that, sir?
I had been out of the county on personal business, and I got a call that they had some sort of an emergency in the county, and I was requested to come to the scene and bring my camera, and that was specifically why they called me.
And when you arrived, can you please tell the jury what you observed?
When I got to the scene, there was a car in the driveway. Obviously, all the vehicles from the sheriff's office were there. Fire rescue units that had been on the scene were already gone and had left the scene. I'm assuming they were at the hospital at that time. So when I got there, it was just law enforcement.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Exhibit K for identification. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
That's myself holding the thermal imaging camera, looking into the vehicle next to the detective. Yes, sir.
And does that photograph fairly and accurately depict what you recall while you were on scene?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Has it
sir.
been tampered or altered in any way?
No, sir.
Your Honor, the state would seek to admit State's Exhibit, I believe it was K, as the next number.
Yes, sir. That's what's on there.
Any objection?
No objection.
Very well, then it will be received as State's Exhibit 11.
Permission to publish, Your Honor.
Granted.
Sir, if you'll turn around for us at the TV screen behind you, can you please describe for the jury what you're doing here in this photograph?
The camera that you see that's in my hand when you have it turned on the screen itself, in the center of the screen is a crosshair very similar to what you might see with like a rifle scope. And on this, so when you look at the screen, everything that you're looking at has a heat signature, and it's extremely sensitive to the point that if I put my hand on this table and took it off and looked at the wood with that camera, it could see my handprint. It's extremely sensitive. And I was looking into the interior of the car to see if I could get a signature off the interior components of the car, and on the side of the screen actually has a temperature scale that tells you what that number is, and that's what I was doing.
And can you please tell the jury what readings you got on July 19th?
To my knowledge, it was in the 130 range. I believe 133, but when I got the number, I told the law enforcement what the number was so they could write it in the report.
And when you were using the machine, were you aimed inside of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And looking at the photograph, can you please tell the jury what time this photograph was taken?
That says 13:42, which is 1:42 in the afternoon. Yes, sir.
And when you arrived, was the vehicle's door already open?
I can't remember. Sorry.
It's okay. One moment, Your Honor. One more question. Based on your training experience with heat in the course of your duties, would it be fair to say that when the door is open on the vehicle, the temperature would come down the longer the door is open?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No other questions. Any witness?
Cross-examination?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Okay, can this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are excused. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.